The PlayStation Network, Sony's once mighty gaming juggernaut, is facing turbulent times. Millions of gamers around the world have found themselves locked out of their digital kingdoms. The culprit, two major outages within a span of mere months have cast a shadow over the gaming giant. In October 2024, the network suffered a significant outage. This outage impacted gamers across the globe. Users were unable to access core features. These included account management, the PlayStation Store, and online gaming. Frustration rippled through the gaming community, amplified by social media. The situation worsened in February 2025. Another outage struck the PlayStation Network. This time, the outage affected a wider range of services. PS4 and PS5 users were hit hard. Other PSN-connected devices were also affected. Web browsers, PS Vita, and even the PlayStation VR headset experienced issues. The impact of these outages was significant. Gamers were unable to log into their accounts. Online multiplayer functionality ground to a halt. Services like PlayStation Video, the PlayStation Store, and PlayStation Direct were disrupted. The timing of the February 2025 outage only added salt to the wound. It occurred during the highly anticipated beta release of Monster Hunter Wilds, further fueling the frustration of eager players. Many gamers reported being completely unable to play. Accessing purchased content became impossible. The digital world, once a playground for millions, was effectively shut down. The impact of these outages extended beyond just inconvenience. Australian gamers in particular felt the sting. The October 2024 outage coincided with school holidays, a time when many young Australians were looking forward to spending time gaming. The outage put a damper on their vacation plans. The situation raised concerns about digital ownership. When access to purchased games and services is at the mercy of a network, what does it truly mean to own a digital copy? These were questions that Sony needed to answer. Adding fuel to the fire was Sony's response, or lack thereof. During both outages, the company was slow to acknowledge the issues. Communication was minimal, leaving frustrated gamers in the dark. This lack of transparency only amplified the negative sentiment. Social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit became hotbeds of criticism. Gamers vented their frustrations, demanding answers and a swift resolution. The hashtag #PSNDown once again became synonymous with Sony's network troubles. The lack of clear communication from Sony was deafening. While the network service status was eventually updated to confirm restoration after the October 2024 outage, the damage was done. The February 2025 outage saw a similar pattern. Sony eventually acknowledged the issue via their Ask PlayStation account on X. However, this response felt more like a reaction to the mounting pressure than a proactive attempt to keep users informed. This lack of transparency and timely communication has become a recurring theme for Sony. It raises questions about their commitment to their loyal player base. As if the network outages weren't enough, whispers of trouble within Sony's prestigious development studios began to surface. Insomniac Games, the acclaimed studio behind titles like Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank, experienced a shake-up at the leadership level. The exact nature of these changes remains shrouded in mystery, but their occurrence so close to the network issues is unlikely to be a coincidence. The timing of these changes has fueled speculation. Some industry insiders suggest a connection to the recent network troubles. Others point to potential disagreements over Sony's strategic direction. Insomniac Games holds a special place in the PlayStation ecosystem. Their games are critically acclaimed and commercially successful. They are often seen as a shining example of Sony's first-party development prowess. Any instability within this studio is a cause for concern for both Sony and PlayStation fans. The lack of clear communication surrounding these leadership changes only adds to the mystery. It raises questions about the future direction of the studio and its impact on the PlayStation brand. The recent events surrounding Sony and the PlayStation Network paint a picture of a company at a crossroads. The network outages, the silence from Sony, and the leadership changes at Insomniac Games all point to potential underlying issues. These issues, if not addressed, could have long-term consequences for the gaming giant. The gaming landscape is evolving. Competitors are emerging. Sony can ill afford to be complacent. The company needs to take decisive action to restore confidence in its brand. The road ahead for Sony is paved with challenges. Addressing the network infrastructure is paramount. Investing in better communication strategies is crucial. Creating a more transparent and responsive relationship with its player base is essential. The future of PlayStation may very well depend on Sony's ability to navigate these turbulent times. The gaming world is watching, waiting to see if the once mighty PlayStation can regain its footing.